Hey, this is Nick from FitStuff.com and PowerfulTrainingSecrets.com. Today I've got a review of a great piece of equipment that I've been testing out called the KettleClamp. Now, what the KettleClamp does is essentially allow you to turn your dumbbell into a kettlebell by attaching a handle directly onto there. Now, I've used this for a variety of exercises, and it works extremely well for a lot of different exercises, not only typical kettlebell exercises, but for a lot of barbell and other dumbbell stuff that you probably wouldn't even think of when you're thinking about kettlebell training. So just the fact that these handles can attach onto bars and chin-up bars and dumbbells, among other things, really makes it a very versatile piece of equipment. Is it perfect for all kettlebell training? Absolutely not. It's great for a lot of exercises, but it's not always appropriate for all of them. For example, the kettlebell snatch, I tried that. Because of the length of the handle, it is a little bit awkward once you get to the top, so you can try it and it might work for you, but it didn't work all that great for me. Now, that being said, this is absolutely a phenomenal piece of equipment and something that I would highly recommend you add to your list. I'm going to show you a close-up of what it looks like and how to set it up on a dumbbell, and show you just how easy it is to work with. I'll give you a close-up here of the piece of equipment. This is what the KettleClamp looks like. As you can see, it's got the little mouth, that's where the handle goes in the dumbbell, and you clamp it in. Now, I'm going to do, like I said, a close-up here on the dumbbell, showing you put it in together. So here's a close-in shot, just how easy it is to put this thing on a dumbbell. What you're going to do, loosen this up. There's a nut right on here. You're going to open that up. As you can see, that opens up. You're just going to put that right on here. And then there's a, I don't know what you'd call that, like a rotational wheel / screw here. All you do is spin that around. I'll give you a better view here. You spin that around until that tightens up. Once it's tight, there's a little locking screw that locks that in place, and you're good to go. So that attaches this to your kettlebell. Now, the other really cool feature about this is the handle is reversible, meaning you can basically rotate it around. When you're doing farmer's walks, you want the handle in line with the dumbbell handle, so that keeps the dumbbell plates kind of out of your way. When you're doing a kettlebell swing, however, you want to actually pull this little pin right here on the top and rotate, lock it in place, so that the handle is now perpendicular to the dumbbell handle. This is going to allow you to grab very solidly on that kettlebell handle, so as you're swinging, the dumbbell plates are running lengthwise between your legs rather than having the dumbbell parallel, which when you get into heavier dumbbells, that'd be extremely awkward. So this is a great way to do heavy kettlebell swings, actually even better probably than kettlebells, simply because you're able to really just pop it off, pop it on, and adjust the dumbbell weight very easily. So a really, really good way to do kettlebell swings among other kettlebell exercises. And let me pull the camera back and I'll show you a demo. So here's the kettlebell swing exercise using the KettleClamp and a dumbbell. I've got an 85-pound dumbbell here, and then see these KettleClamps probably weigh about 10 pounds, so it's about 95 pounds total. Now, one thing you want to remember when you're doing kettlebell swings, if you've never tried them before, is this is a hip hinge movement. You're not swinging with your arms. The power is coming right from your glutes and your hamstrings. That's where you want the drive to come. And essentially, what I like to do is imagine like you're actually using your hips to ring a doorbell. You're actually using your hips to like push that barbell, dumbbell / kettlebell. Yeah, try doing it with the barbell. You'd be in big time trouble. But essentially, what you're trying to do is use hip power to drive that weight up, not swinging with your arms. The arms are basically there just to connect to the weight. So here's what it looks like. Now, if you've never done kettlebell swings before, obviously you want to start a little bit lighter than this, but it's essentially a hip snap. You're not doing a deliberate movement, you're actually snapping your hips forward, and that's what creates the momentum to swing the dumbbell forward. And this is going to really build the glutes and the hamstrings. Now, like I said, this KettleClamp gives you some great options, and it's I like it even better than actual kettlebells for doing swings because of the options that I give you as far as weight, changing the weight. You'll never be able to, well, most people won't be able to use a variety of different kettlebell sizes, especially if you have a home gym, to really give you a lot of these options. So the other thing I like to add on to that is that the really heavy kettlebells are extremely expensive. So as you start getting into like the 85, 90, 100 pound side of kettlebells, you're only really going to use it for kettlebell swings. And giving this allows you to really nail down that option without even having to buy all those different kettlebells. So really good way to go. One thing they have noted to me, the makers of the kettlebell clamp, is right now the one that I'm using doesn't have any rubberized grip on there for the handle, but they actually do have that included in the KettleClamp now. So another option, definitely a great piece of equipment, definitely one I recommend getting.